Happy New Year! Hello everyone, my name is Shelby. Welcome back to my channel, Grace with Books. I cannot believe it is already 2020. The year went by so incredibly fast and I am so excited and looking forward to everything that 2020 has to bring. Today I thought I would go over with you guys some of my reading goals and other goals that I have for myself for 2020. I set 10 goals for myself last year and that was too many and way too unrealistic of me, so I have dumbed it down to 5 goals that are a bit more broad and give me a little bit more room to play, so I'm super excited to share them with you. Also, you may have noticed that I have a new intro. I also have a new outro, a new profile picture, a new header on my YouTube channel. I have done some rearranging and some redesigning of my YouTube brand, so I've actually had that done for a while and I've been waiting until January 1st to put it up because I thought it'd be a fun New Year's surprise to sort of revamp the channel. So be looking out for some new style thumbnails and things like that. I'm so excited because I worked really hard on all these new designs. Lots of YouTube tutorials were used to make them and I hope you love them as much as I do. So without further ado, let's get right into my reading goals for 2020. The first goal is probably my most specific goal, is to read one full-length manga series. Manga is a genre I have wanted to get into for quite a while. It is something I think I would really enjoy, but I never really know where to start or how to get into it. It is something that has always been in the back of my mind, but I've never actually fulfilled it. My goal is to just pick one series I think I'll enjoy and read it all the way through, so I sort of can dip my feet in and follow something from beginning to end to see if I enjoy it and like that kind of style writing. I think I've picked out the series I want to read, but I'm not 100% sure yet, so I'm not going to share it quite yet, but that is my first goal, to read more manga. The second goal I have for myself this year is to read some nonfiction books. Nonfiction is a genre that I try to stay away from outside of schoolwork, and that's not realistic because as I go further in my college experience, I want to read books that have to do with my majors. My goal is to read a few more nonfiction books this year. Honestly, I'll be happy with like 2 books, but I'm going to try to read more than that, obviously. And I found some really interesting ones that relate to my majors that I find really interesting and I'm hoping will be interesting when I read them. So definitely one of my goals is to read more nonfiction books and sort of delve into that area that I'm not quite comfortable with. Going along with that theme of pushing myself out of my comfort zone, I would like to read more books I'm not comfortable with, from genres I'm not comfortable with. So nonfiction is definitely one of them. That was one I was very specific about, but I'd like to read some books from the horror genre or the mystery genre or historical fiction, even just more adult romances. Those are genres I feel like I haven't quite delved into that I would really like to give a try. I've dipped my toe in a lot in the past year, but I really want to go head first and really try something I'm not comfortable with, because that's how you find out if you like something or not, and that's how you grow. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. My fourth goal is, and this is one I really hope I can follow through on, is for every new release I buy, I have to read a book I already own. My TBR is so big. I keep buying books and I'm about to get to them, but something else comes out that I want to read more. So it's very difficult for me to stick to my huge TBR. So I have decided that for every book that I buy, I need to read a book that I already own and already have before I read that book, because it's just becoming too much, and hopefully that will make me limit myself when I buy books. Maybe that will help me see that I have a bunch of books on my shelf that I need to get to. So that is something I'm challenging myself to do this year. And finally, the fifth goal I have for myself is, and this is a really big one and I will explain why in a second, my goal is to read 120 books in 2020. I did not only pick this number because it sounded good with 2020. I mean, it is a reason why I picked that number, but I do think I can get to it. In the past, I haven't counted school books for my Goodreads challenge, and I don't know why. I've always just put that in a separate category with myself, like not as a book I read for fun, but those are books that are educating me and teaching me something new, and I probably read like 30 plays this year for one class. I didn't log any of those in last year, and I really want to add them to my Goodreads to expand my interests and their recommendations for me. So I do do think 120 is something feasible that I can accomplish. So that is why I picked something to challenge myself to read more books outside my genres, outside of the things that I'm comfortable with, like fantasy and young adult. It'll make me go outside my comfort zone to find books to get to that 120 goal. Of course, I'm not so strict on this goal that I have to get to 120 by the end of the year or I'll just... I'm very open to lowering my goal if I see that I need to, but I like setting a high goal for myself because it's gonna make me challenge myself, and that is a sort of my theme for the year going into this new decade. I am someone who gets very stuck in the comfortable. I don't like to go outside that comfort zone. I don't like to change anything once I get comfortable with it. I don't like my schedule to change. I don't like my living situation to change. I even hate when my age changes. Like, I don't know. It's something about change that does not sit well with me. So I think by challenging myself this year, it will open me up to trying new things and changing the way that I see the world. Some of the more general goals I have for myself in 2020, first off, are to become more active in the book community on Twitter, on Instagram, on Goodreads, on YouTube, just to reach out to you guys more, to talk to more people, to have conversations, to do buddy reads with people that interest me in books that interest me and them, because Bookstagram, BookTube, BookTwitter are communities and they are dependent on people reaching out and talking to other people and making connections and just discussing books and what we love about these other worlds. I want to become better at commenting on other people's videos and books and making new friends and reaching out. It's just something that I want to grow with myself this year and just become better at reaching out as a whole. One of the more personal goals I have for the year is to finish the first draft of a book I am writing. I started it in NaNoWriMo. I did not finish it because the end of NaNoWriMo was hard for me, but it is something I want to do to finish my first draft. I know I have school, I have an internship this summer, and a lot of fun stuff coming this fall that I'm going to announce later, but I think just having a first draft is a feasible goal for me to complete. So I definitely want to have the first draft of my book done. And finally, as I've been saying sort of throughout this video, I definitely want to take more risks throughout my year. I just want to try new things when the opportunities present themselves. I don't want to say no when it might mean coming out of my comfort zone and trying something new. I just want to challenge myself to go beyond my comfort zone and just try new things because it's something I've struggled with in the past and it's something I want to correct for the future. So those are my 2020 reading and more general goals. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you'll leave your goals for the year down below. I would love to hear them. Do you have some of the same as mine? Are they different? Just comment below because I love commenting back to you guys, and then we get into a discussion and then it's so much fun. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Hit the notification bell to get updates on when I post. I am still posting every single Monday and Thursday, so I will see you guys in my next video. Okay. Bye!